Guys, welcome back. Joe McDonough with CageSidePress.com, joined by what should have been Fight of the Night winner, and we'll get to that, and his first UFC victory, Mr. TJ Brown at UFC Vegas 25. TJ, how are you?
Man, I'm great, man. It's a beautiful day. I just got done eating some dinner with my family. I got a full belly. I'm as content as can be, man.
Absolutely, man. And take me through getting that first win. I mean, what are the feelings like, in getting that first UFC victory?
Dude, I want to tell you something's crazy, man. It's like I've dreamed of this moment. Like, it's all I ever wanted. And, man, to be honest with you, it's like I got it. Now I want more. Like, I thought this was going to be like, all right, you did it. You fulfilled yourself. You're content. You're good. No, it's like, I got it and I'm pumped. I'm super excited, but it's like I'm already wanting more. It's like, man, does this cycle ever end? Like, I guess this is why people are always like, man, you got to take time to enjoy the journey,
Yeah.
But that's got to be so true because, like, man, this was a great feeling. I was on a high of cloud nine, but also it's like, man, now I'm thinking, man, what's next? I want to do something next. So it's like, I just begin to wonder if there's ever an ending point, like there's a place where you just feel fully fulfilled. It's kind of you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, 100%. And you look at guys like, for instance, guy that just got cut, Diego Sanchez. What more does he have to prove in this sport? But yet here he is still fighting. So I 100% believe in that. And there's many other fighters, that we could talk about. Tell me, as round 3 ends, we go to decision. What's going through your head? Do you feel like you did enough? I mean, are you nervous? What? Because it was a super close fight.
Yeah, let's be honest. It was a very close fight. What I did know for sure is after that fight, I fought my heart out. Like, I gave it everything I had. I fought and in tooth and nail. Like, gave it everything I had. To say I knew I had it in the bag would be a lie. I thought it could have went either way. I say now, watching the film afterwards, I believe I won. But in that moment, I sure knew. I thought it could have been a toss-up for sure. So I was very nervous.
Yeah. And was this a must-win for your career in the UFC?
Course.
I mean, you felt like it was?
Yeah, of course, dude. I was thankful that Sean Shelby and Dana, they kept me along, because I am an exciting fight, like you call my fights, like I'm super excited. But I knew I had something to prove in this last one, and that goes to say why my training camp, why I trained so hard the whole entire camp. I did everything right as far as nutrition, as far as everything I did. I did the best I could, and I'm glad to be able to reap the benefits.
And we had mentioned it. I mentioned it when I was introducing you. Somehow, some way, that wasn't fight of the night. Really should have been. Not taking anything away from Yuri and Dom for how long it lasted. That was awesome.
Dude,
but
how could we not get fight of the night, bro? Like,
when I saw that, it was bizarre. And to think also, Yuri is probably making a ton more money too.
Yeah, man, exactly. So, I talked to my manager, I talked to my coach. We all thought we had in the bag. I was sitting there in the hotel. I was like, 50 G's, and then to get that news, I didn't. It was a bit disheartening. I had to. I was just like, man, I had to just, hey, be grateful. Be grateful you're in this situation that we got the win. But I was a bit heartbroken. I didn't.
And absolutely, and I think what helps is that the fans knew it was a fight of the night, and I'm sure that 50 grand in your pocket would be a lot better than just the fans knowing, but it must mean something.
Yeah, fans' opinion don't pay my bills.
100% they don't. After the fight, we saw Eric Nixick and Kai Kamaka and others take to Twitter saying that they felt they had won the fight. Do you feel that takes away from your win in any way? I know we had talked about it's razor close, but how did you feel about that?
So I try to look at it from their perspective. I get it. As fighters, we put everything on the line out there. We at all costs, we fought our hearts off. And I try to think it like, if I was in their shoes, I can see why they would be upset, but at the end of the day, I think what's more important is you got to look at it like this. Instead of complaining about the judges or this happened, I think you should look at like what could Kai have done more? What could have done? Why couldn't Kai have got a finish? Why could I believe he should be? They're looking at it wrong, and they should be looking at like what could they have done more to win versus trying to blame someone else for the outcome. And more importantly, to add on to that, I was a bit upset in the sportsmanship of his coach. After the fight, I've been taught, win or lose, you dust yourself off, you walk over there and you give your opponent a handshake, you handshake your coaches, you say good sportsmanship. It sets good examples for the people watching, as well as my son and different people. And, his coach just ran off yelling, and that doesn't set a good example. And Kai, on the other hand, he was very respectful. We talked, everything was cool. So those are things that stood out when we get to talking about them.
Mm-hmm. And in talking about that coaching battle, two of the brightest and best in the sport right now includes your coach, Mr. James Krause over at Glory.
Yes.
Talk to me about training under James. I've talked to him on multiple occasions. It just feels like you're learning something from him every time you talk to him.
Yes, man. He is without a doubt one of the best coaches I've been around my entire life. He's got something special, and his gym is something special. He's really made a culture in that gym that is so special and important. A team atmosphere that's going to make a big difference. And not only that, like, dude, he works miracles on game night, dude. Like, in having his fighter going into the cage confident to just really, it's almost as if he's playing a video game with me in there. Like he's got the controllers, and he's just, he's really something special, and if he isn't coach of the year, it's a shame.
He's definitely in the talks, and I love that he's got the controller. You're just the video game character, and he's got you ready to go. Obviously, a huge win against a big up and coming name. What's next for you? When would you like to get back in there? And is there anyone you have in mind?
We're actually looking at some guys right now. I'd like to get in there in the summer, maybe early fall. But I'm here to stay busy, man. Here I turn 31 on the 22nd of this month, man. I want to stay busy. I want to get some fights, so you'll be hearing some news soon.
Awesome, man. What should have been a nice $50K for the birthday. Well, happy birthday, TJ, in a little while. And congratulations on the win, man. I appreciate the time.
Man, thank you so much. Have a great day, man.